All right, Larry Krueger here from the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show in Vegas as we get ready for Super Bowl 58. And of course, we're brought to you by Pig and a Pickle, the best barbecue in all of Northern California. This trip also brought to you by Sharper Corners, Sports Cards and Collectibles, 205 Cypress Avenue in Pacific Grove. Give Anthony Catania a call at 831-521-5264. We're also brought to you by ValleyHillRoofing.net, 209-481-6851. The website links will be in the video description. All right, let's talk little 49ers. Ocho Cinco went on the DraftKings show. And you got to love Chad Johnson. He says the Chiefs are going to beat the Niners. And he's so confident, he says he put out 3 things that he's going to give up. He said he'll never eat McDonald's again if the Niners beat the Chiefs. He said he'll divorce his wife, and he said that he'll have no more sex for a year.
Chiefs win it. You're confident.
Yeah, very confident.
What are you willing to bet on it?
What am I willing to bet?
Yeah.
If the Chiefs lose, I won't eat McDonald's anymore.
Ever?
Ever.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, whoa. That's crazy.
It's crazy. That's
wait.
That's how confident I am.
No. I feel like the equivalent of that bet is like $5 million.
Something like
McDonald's is probably watching this like, what the hell? Okay.
Matter of fact, this is rated PG, right? This is rated PG.
You can say what you want.
It's like Disney.
Yeah. You can say what you want.
Go for it.
Matter of fact, if the Chiefs lose, I'll divorce my wife and no more sex for the rest of the year.
That's a lot you're putting on this.
I mean, that's how confident I am.
So no McDonald's, a divorce, and no sex.
And she's right there. She's right there. And yeah, I don't care.
So it sounded like the thing that he was most passionate about there was divorcing his wife. But I can't say for sure. But there you go, Chad Johnson. What is the most difficult thing for Chad Johnson? McDonald's for life, divorcing his wife, or no sex for a year? He didn't say no sex for a year with his wife. So I don't know. I would say the hardest thing for him is going to be McDonald's for life. I think he probably wouldn't mind getting away from that wife, and you know what? He could probably quit sex for a year. But McDonald's for life for Chad Johnson, I'd say have you heard him talk about McDonald's? He loves McDonald's. He needs his McDonald's. So I would say no. Chad Johnson will not be able to do that. Let's talk about the matchup, though, because, it's interesting. The Niners it's like a total contradiction. Niners are favored, and yet every single person you talk to is like, Chiefs. Chiefs, oh yeah. Yeah, Chiefs. Mahomes, Chiefs. Defense, Chiefs. Reed, Chiefs. Kyle chokes, Chiefs. Purdy's never been here before, Chiefs. 49ers look terrible against Detroit and Green Bay, Chiefs. Chiefs went on the road and beat Baltimore and Buffalo, Chiefs. It's like there is an overwhelming number of people that are like, hey, you know what? Kansas City. And I get it because Kansas City has got Mahomes, Travis Kelce. They've been here before. If they win, they're a dynasty. They're 3 Super Bowls in 5 years. There's very few teams that have actually done that. So Andy Reid has always gotten the upper hand, it seems like, against Kyle Shanahan. Mahomes has never lost to the Niners. There's lots of reasons to believe that Kansas City, Kansas City's defense clearly is better than Green Bay's defense that couldn't stop the run, than Detroit's pass defense that just got lit up each and every Sunday. So I understand the people that are saying Chiefs. But there's a couple things I think you got to remember. One, the Niner point differential was plus 193 this year. Point differential in a game, I don't think it's that revealing. Point differential in a season, I think, is defining. And so point differential plus 193 for the 49ers. Point differential for Kansas City was plus 77. So, at the end of the day, I just really think even though Kansas City has those big name guys, even though they've got Mahomes and Reed and Kelsey and everybody on their team basically is walking around wearing a Super Bowl ring from a year ago, are they really as good a team as the 49ers? I think point differential has a way of cutting through. Now, granted, these teams don't play the same schedule. It's not the same as a sport where you have a balanced schedule and everybody plays the same schedule. But even then, you're not playing everybody at the same time. You may catch a good team in a bad run. You may catch a bad team in a hot run. And you would say, well, it all evens out. But it doesn't all even out. Not over the course of one season. So if you said, give me one reason you like the 49ers, I think the 49ers are a significantly better football team. Plus 193 is a lot higher point differential than plus 77. That's one. Two, San Francisco, this is a Warren Sharp stat, but the Niners gained 20 plus yards on 17% of their plays against cover one. Number one of any team in the NFL. The Chiefs allowed 20 plus yards on 12% of their plays playing cover one, 26th in the NFL. They play a lot of cover one. So I think there's a chance the 49ers can have some success there. The other area where I think is a real slam dunk for the 49ers is the Niners like to run on early downs out of two backs. That's part of what defines the 49ers. 21 personnel, 22 personnel, Kyle Juszczyk on the field. Lots of pre-snap shifting in motion, but the Niners run it on first and second down in 21 and 22 personnel. The Chiefs are at 30th in the NFL right now at defending the run against two back sets on first and second down. So 30th. There's two interesting aspects of this game to me. It's if the Chiefs can't stop the 49ers from running on first and second down and getting into really short and manageable thirds, how are they going to stop this offense? If the Niners can just run Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel on first and second down against this Chiefs defense, that really, you got to get Chris Jones blocked, you got to get Bolton blocked, you got to get Eric Reed blocked on some of his run blitzes. Other than that, I think you can run on this defense. They're 17th against the run. So the Niners running on early downs, if they have success doing that, that could really be the key factor in their offense all day long. So that one to me is one to stop. Can Kansas City stop that? And if they can, that's a major advantage for the 49ers. All right, let's flip it over. Mahomes against Baltimore. First of all, Kansas City has scored on 8 first possessions. 8 games in a row, they scored on the first possession. They came out in that Baltimore game and they were like, we're not going to take any chances at all. We're not going to lean on Jawan Taylor and Donovan Smith to blow it against Clowney and Oweh. So we're going to go exclusively short game in Pacheco. And they moved down the field and they scored on 2 drives, doing nothing but the short game. Little stop routes, little free release to the tight end, running back in the flat. No pressure on Mahomes, no pass rush on Mahomes. And he's just playing the short game. He's just playing pitch and catch and handing it to Pacheco. They're getting into third and short, and they're just saying, hey, Patrick, run for it, scramble. They'll design some beautiful play where there's the threat of pass and run, and then maybe he'll tuck it and run it himself. So they're staying on the field. So the Niners have this big dream of sacking Mahomes. They're not going to get anything but Kansas City short game and Pacheco if they cannot prove that they can stop it. So I think both teams have some early down things to decide. Can we stop this? Can Kansas City stop the 49ers and 2 backs from running the ball out of base personnel? Or are they going to be terrible and get gashed and wind up in very short second down situations? Or are they going to stop the Niner run? And then on the flip side, can the Niners and Steve Wilkes stop Isaiah Pacheco and hug up on the short game and make Kansas City go to something else. If they can't, they're going to get nothing but the short game. So to me, the early downs in the first quarter of this game are going to tell you all you need to know about this matchup. If the Niners have success running on first and second down, Niners are going to win. If the Chiefs have, if the Niner defense offers no or little resistance to Pacheco and Kansas City short game, Kansas City is going to win. I think the 49ers are the better team. I'm going to take the 49ers to win this thing 31-20. But those are the two areas to watch for early in this game. Can the 49ers stop Pacheco and the Kansas City short game on first and second down? And can Kansas City stop the Niner run game out of two backs on first and second down? And once we get the answer to those two questions, we're going to have a much clearer idea of who wins this game. I'm going to say the 49ers because of their turnover margin. The Niners are a plus 11, I believe, on the year. Kansas City's like minus 10 or minus 11. I think that will swing this game a little bit in the 49ers' favor. And I think the Niners will be able to run it on Kansas City. And I like the 49ers to win a game that people initially may think is going to be low scoring, but that will open up once the game gets into a flow. So I'm going to say kind of a low-scoring first part of the game, but I'm going to say 31-20 49ers with them running the ball successfully with Christian McCaffrey and a run defense that is not prepared to deal with them out of two backs on first and second down. All right, thanks to Pig and a Pickle for being the title sponsor of The Krug Show. We appreciate them very much for them being the sponsor of The Krug Show. And thanks to our Vegas sponsors, Sharp Corners, Sports Cards, and Collectibles. In Pacific Grove, California, call Anthony Catania, 831-521-5264, and ValleyHillRoofing.net, 209-481-6851. We'll link both their company websites in the description. And thanks to all you guys for supporting The Krug Show from Vegas.